Hello everyone, it's Mike. Welcome back for another video. On this video, I'm going to provide a little bit of clarification for everyone before I get into some training on something very powerful back here on the whiteboard I'm going to show you on this video. Before I go there, I do have to clarify something. I got some supplies here on my desk, okay? And this is things that I send when I do priority mail. Now yesterday you seen a package go out in a box to Florida, okay, with a tracking number. And here's what I typically do is I put these stickers on these envelopes and I send the envelope with the tracking number, okay. Well, what happened was I found out at the post office that when you send a box, it's a little more expensive for the rate, so I had to pay a little bit more. Well, I had already taken this tracking number that I usually put on the envelopes and I put it on the box, okay, and gave you the tracking number for the rate that usually gets charged for the envelopes. So I had to pay, the tracking number I showed you guys was the tracking number for what usually goes on the envelopes. Well, what happened is I had to pay a different rate to have it shipped in the box, okay. So when they did that, they issued me a new tracking number, okay, that I have here on this receipt. So the tracking number that I showed you yesterday is null and void. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't updating. Well, guess what? They issued me a new tracking number because it was a new rate I had to pay for the box. Okay, so I gave you the tracking number for this, which is I usually send out, which is null and void. So I need to give you the new tracking number so you know I'm not blowing smoke. So here it is, 9505-5127 7238 7198 093719. And I'll even prove it to you right here on my screen that it was accepted. This item has been accepted at our facility on July 17th, which was yesterday, 2017, in Auburn, Indiana. Okay? So as you see, it's moving along fine to Florida. Okay? Just for everybody's information that I'm not blowing smoke. And you don't show this information on the United States Postal System's website. If you're a scam, or if you're a, I've been accused of mail fraud, I've been accused of funding terrorism, I've been accused of being a career con artist, okay? But you don't show this on the United States Postal Service's website and show it on YouTube and to the whole world if you're scamming people, okay? Because I pay my members on time every time. And this package you see going to Florida has 4 figures, and you will see that probably on his end when he picks it up. And I have something very important to share about what is coming in that package on the whiteboard. Now, moving forward, I'm going to move to a different browser on my computer. And we are going to move over to, on my computer here, to this one, which I sent that yesterday to Florida. And we have another package coming here, and expected delivery on this is, as you see there, Thursday as well, July 20th. And this one is coming from Northwest Rochester, New York. So this one's coming from New York. Okay, as you see the process here, from New York to Auburn, Indiana. Okay, so you seen one yesterday go out from Florida, or go out from me here in Indiana to Florida for one of my members for 4 figures. You'll see that come through probably. I would assume he's going to do a video. But you see this one coming to me from New York, and I'm going to keep it a surprise on what level that person is enrolling. So we worked it out. It was a new tracking number that was issued, and I just gave you the tracking number for the new package going to Florida. You'll see that coming through, and probably I would assume, and you're going to see the one Thursday coming to me for that amount that's coming in for a new member. Okay, so you don't show this stuff on the United States Postal System's website if you're a scam artist, if you're siphoning money, and you know, so as you see, I'm the real deal. Now, let me show you what is something really, really cool that went in that package to Florida yesterday in that box, and tell you about what is going to my member in Florida and why it's important. I'm not really going to share with you, you know, the amount, but what I will share is on this whiteboard is because that member is at $1,900. I'm going to share the importance of positioning yourselves for success in Turbo Paylines on this video to capitalize on something called roll-up. Now watch this. I'm going to grab my marker real fast. And here's the deal. You see on this chart I've been talking about the pyramid lately. And I'm talking about flipping this pyramid. So now the wide part of the pyramid is not at the bottom, but when we flip it, the large part is at the top and the narrow part is at the bottom. And this represents the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Excuse my artistic work, I'm not an artist, but it gets the point across. This represents a rainbow and a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And here it says law of large numbers. So we flip the pyramid, now it's wide at the top and narrow at the bottom. And our funnel here, as we flip the pyramid, our funnel is wide at the top where we leverage the law of large numbers going out through our ad copy going out in our advertisement through the flyers for Turbo Paylines. And we take those large group of people that get those flyers, and my system filters out the large numbers to deal only with the handful of people that take action. Okay, and we only need the handful of people that take action on a regular basis to put a lot of money in our pockets. So we flip the pyramid, we utilize the law of large numbers to, you know, capitalize on the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And I have numbers over here. Numbers 1 through 400, because I have over 400 members in TPL now. And let me tell you what, the member I sent that money to yesterday in that box, he's at all 4 levels. So he's at $1,900. But let me tell you something that's really powerful. The money I sent him in that box that you're probably going to see come through on his end was free money to him. And the reason it was free money to him is because it was roll-up from somebody else that mailed that flyer for Turbo Paylines. It's down here somewhere. I don't even know their member ID number because I'm not in front of my database right now. But they mailed the flyer. They were not at the $1,900 for all 4 levels for Turbo Paylines. So, because the person who is in Turbo Paylines that I sent that money to yesterday in Florida is positioned for success at $1,900, they are able to capitalize on the efforts of over 400 members, because when these members that are not at the total of $1,900 all 4 levels on Turbo Paylines, that money can roll up to him. See, Turbo Paylines rewards those who position themselves for success. So, he is the 3rd member in Turbo Paylines. You're in good shape if you're in the top 10, because you can capitalize off hundreds of people mailing for Turbo Paylines. And capitalizing on these roll-up commissions, royalties coming to you as a member, because $100, $200, $400, and $1,000 payments. So if these members down here who enrolled after you are not at the 152 or are not at the 250, 450, and 1,050 levels, you can receive upgrades, or actually not upgrades, but roll-up of $200, $400, and $1,000. See, that's the thing, and it can happen over and over. So you can leverage the efforts of hundreds of people mailing that flyer for Turbo Paylines. If you position yourself at all 4 levels to receive the extra $200, $400, and $1,000 payments if they are sitting at the 150 level. That's powerful, okay? So not only do you capitalize on your mailing efforts, you can capitalize off hundreds of people, okay? Because they came in after you, okay? It doesn't matter if you're even maybe the 100th person that enrolled in Turbo Paylines. You got over 300 people that enrolled after you that you can capitalize on and get the roll up on those payments. That's powerful stuff if you position yourself on all 4 levels. That's why it's important to upgrade so you don't lose that upgrade money, or it's going to go right over your head to the next person that's at that 1900 level if someone's coming in at 1900 in Turbo Paylines. Now you're looking at $1,900, right? And you're thinking that's a lot of money to risk. Well, boys and girls, what you need to do is think like the rich and not look at how much you're going to risk, but how much you're going to reward in the long term. And the reason I say that is because this. Rich people will say, oh, okay, $1,900. But I'll risk the $1,900 now to receive thousands of dollars, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 in $1,000 payments. So that's what you got to look at, is the reward down the road, not the risk right now. Because what's more risky? Risking $1,900 one time, or risking losing $5,000, $10,000, or $20,000 by not being at $1,900, because these $1,000 payments are rolling past you up to the next person in Turbo Paylines that's at $1,900. So if you're sitting here at and you're the 100th person in Turbo Paylines, and you're only at the 150 level, and people are joining your team at 400, 850 if they're on 3 levels, or 1900, you're sitting there and you're the 100th person in Turbo Paylines. And on your payline you get $100. And the other money is just rolling past you to the next person at $1,900, wherever they're at, because I track it all in my database. Okay, what's more risky? Risking the $1,900 one time up front, or seeing $1,000 payments go past you where you're losing $5,000, $10,000 in $1,000 payments because people are joining your team at 1900, or these people, hundreds of people down here at the 200th member may have referred somebody at 1900, the 500th or 1000th member that joins the Turbo Paylines, what hasn't happened yet because we only got a little over 400 members. If it's 1,000 levels deep of members, you could be capitalizing on $200, $400, and $1,000 payments. But you think $1,900 is a risk? $1,900 one time is a risk. But what's more risky? Risking the $1,900 one time, or not risking it and losing $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 because you did not capitalize and position yourself for success. Okay? So you're losing thousands of dollars as these $200, $400, and $1,000 payments are going past you and rolling up to the next person at $1,900. I say it's more risky not to risk the $1,900 because of the payments in the future that you don't even know about that could come your way. You see, this person here in Florida that I've been talking about, they position themselves at $1,900. So this money, this 4-figure amount of money that you're probably going to see come through on his video, it was free money to him because the person that was down here at level, that was member number 200 or 400 or whatever their ID number is, that money rolled all the way up to them because they were the next person qualified to receive it. It's more risky not to be at $1,900 than to risk the $1,900 up front to lose thousands down the road. Think about that. You could have hundreds of people mailing, and you could be capitalizing on that roll-up money because they're not at the 200, 400, or 1,000 level. That's why you need to upgrade all the way to $1,900 so you can receive thousands of dollars in roll-up in the future. That's an important aspect of Turbo Paylines. That's why you need to upgrade as soon as possible. If you're at the 150 level, get up to at least 250 or 450 so you get $200 and $400 payments from your efforts and the efforts of hundreds of other people. Hope you've liked the training today. Hope you've liked the fact that you're going to see one coming from New York and that payment probably showing up on a members video. Be smart and upgrade. Don't sit there and promote Turbo Pay Lines at 150 because people are joining at $1,900 and it's happening over and over again. And you're going to see what's in that package Thursday. Hope you liked the video. Go and subscribe, like the video, pass it on. Think about what I'm saying and position yourself for success. Okay? And get up to where you need to be at $1,900 or upgrade so you don't lose thousands. Okay? Hope you guys liked the video. We'll see you on the next one. Think about what I've said. It's very, very important to your success with Turbo Pay Lines. God bless. Have a terrific Tuesday, and bye for now.